Alright, so new stuff here. It's like we talked about. See if you can figure it out before you watch the explanation. So, here comes the explanation. Now, so we got an 8th note rest to begin with, and then you get your 2/16th notes. So there's beat number 1. So you're not going to come in until the and, so the upbeat. So the 1E you don't play, but you strum down up on the and So you come into the next beat, you got your 2E that you don't play on. That's just carrying across that, and then you strum on the and So it's just down up the whole time. So you might want to just say like the downbeat number itself, or maybe quietly, and then just emphasize the and So it's basically a gallop rhythm that's happening here. See, because you got your 8th note, 2/16th notes. However, the 8th note portion you're not strumming on, so maybe thinking of it like a gallop will help with this. Alright, we have a new chord shape introduced as well right here. So it's basically a minor chord or an inversion of a minor chord. So did this first. I did this chord first, the new one first, because it's very close to this A5. If you notice here, you got building from the bottom up, you got 5, 7, 7. Building from the bottom up, now you have 7, 7, 5. So all you're going to do is you take that A5 chord shape and then you just flip it around like that. So your index finger goes from the E string all the way up to the D string, and then your 3rd and 4th fingers move down 1 string, and there you go. So just kind of flipping it upside down pretty much. And then we go back to that. So here to here, back to the A5, and then our inverted D5 chord. So let's hit this good old 60. Keep that hand strumming the whole time like you've been doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my goodness, what is wrong with me? Played the wrong thing right off the bat. Alright, let's see if I can do it on the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up, 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 done. And 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up, 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 and up. All right. So this one is a combination of what you just did and a couple from last week. So the way I'm looking at this, so here comes the explanation now. So you're dividing up the beats into 4 parts. The way I'm looking at it is this. This bar you're playing on the first 2 parts of the beat. This bar you're playing in the middle 2 parts. And then this bar you're playing in the last 2 parts. So basically where you're strumming within the beat shifts over like a 16th note spacing each bar. And then this, well, just to break it up, that's like the first thing that came to mind. So there we go. That's what that rhythm is. Nothing new here. Actually, you learned that particular rhythm last time. So we're just strumming those last 3 parts of the beat and not the first part. Remember, we're going to do downstrokes for all those 8th notes there. So let's give this a try. Oh yeah, another new chord shape here. This time you have a major chord inversion. So when you're going from this, it's basically a C chord with a G in the bass. So you're going to use middle, third, and first finger like this. So you're using this to go into the F chord, or the F5 chord, I mean, because your ring finger is going to stay put. So that's your anchor finger. So go from this C chord to the F5 chord, back to the C chord. Your ring finger doesn't move. And then after this, going to the A5 chord here, you actually have your index finger as an anchor. Because from here, from the C chord, you just go flat with that A chord, for the A5 chord there. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E, E and a 1 E and a 3 and 4 and 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E, and a 1 E and a 3 and 4 and kind of lost my voice for a second there. Alright, give it a whirl at old 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 E, 2 E, 3 E, 4 E, and a 1 E, and a 1 E, 2, 3, 4 E, and a 1 E. So that very well could be another one. That's just too difficult to get up to 100, and that's fine. So you just going up to 90 with those others was a good thing to do. You took it to where you could, and yes, that's a-okay. So let's go on to number 3 here. Introduce kind of a new idea. Well, a bit of a new idea. Basically, oh shit, I gotta go get clothes out of the washer. All right, well, I'm finishing this first. So this one, basically what's happening, here comes the explanation. You're basically going to do 16th note, 8th note, 16th note, 8th note, 16th note, 8th note. So there's 16th tied to another 16, that's the spacing of an 8th note. And then 16th note, 8th note. And then we'll stop here on this quarter note, because if I was to continue that pattern, this same rhythm would happen on beat 4. So you're basically going to do a strumming pattern of down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down. So again, that was down, up, down, down, up, down, down. So the rhythm count is this: 1 E, 2 and E and 4, 1 E, 2 and E and 4, 1 E, 2 and E and 4, 1 E, 2 and E and 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E, 2 and E and 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 4. So before I play it at 100, when you shift from this D minor chord with an A in the bass, I'm just going to simplify and just say D minor chord. So when you go from the D minor chord down to the C chord, your index finger is going to stay on the D string. So from here, you're going to shift down, so your index finger goes 2, and then just change your fingers out like that. There's a D minor shape, third finger, fourth finger, first finger. C major shape, we're going second finger, third finger, first finger. Okay. I just wanted to point that out because sometimes people will try and play that major chord like this, but we want to make sure we do it this way. It just makes it easier to transition into these chords we got going on here. And a lot of other chords too. Alright, here we go to 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and a 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 4, done. Alright. So, I know we a little bit of an abbreviated week with the vacation stuff, but I think you'll have enough time, considering how you got everything else done already in a short amount of time. So, but after watching the video, if you have any questions about what to do, if anything doesn't make sense, please let me know, and I will see you soon.